Well, good morning, everyone. And it is literally morning. It is so cold right now. I just cannot believe it. Okay, so stop crying. It is January. So apparently, they say all this stuff is coming from Siberia. I'll believe it. Always wanted to go visit Siberia. I think it's come to me. I've got layers upon layers upon layers of clothing on. I have got leggings under my pants. I've got the thickest socks I own, a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, a hoodie over that, and then a coat over that, the warmest scarf that I own. And this is not animal fur. Nope, I would not do that. No, no. I would not be wearing an animal. So I actually began this video on January 1st. Of course, it didn't get published at that time, being that I'm fighting the cold. It's like, where do I film it? What do I do? So instead of just taking what I'd film and dumping it, I'm just going to combine it so you can see what I was up to the 1st of January, all the thoughts that I have, all the places I want to go, all the things I want to see, except Siberia. I'm kind of done with this weather. Gosh, I wish there were some palm trees in my future right now. I'll just take the windy weather, the windy cold weather, and deal with it. It's going to be what it's going to be. Happy New Year. Here we go into 2018. And what a cold, cold New Year it is, too. It's now 9 degrees. When I got up this morning, it was about 4 degrees, and it had stayed that way all night. It's cold. It's just cold. Wish I were one of those vegans that said, oh, yeah, I don't get cold anymore, but that's not happening. That's definitely not happening. But then when you consider 4 degrees, I mean, that's something. I know I've been away for a while. A lot going on in my life. First off, around the beginning of December, I went to the doctor, and basically they took me off of 2 medications, basically replacing one with a much lower cholesterol medication, like almost just like a maintenance cholesterol medication, and also Plavix, which is a if you don't know, which is a blood thinner. You would think it would be as easy as just walking out and not taking these medications anymore, but it was just really something. I could almost say that with the Plavix gone, I felt my blood thickening, and it felt a little strange. Felt a little strange for a while. There was one that I could have come off, but I had a choice of actually continuing with it, and I just basically, being it's a heart medication and everything, I just decided that I'll continue with it for a while. If I feel I don't need that medication anymore, I can just get it out of the repertoire. So feeling very good after it's all said and done, after whatever was happening with the Plavix, that decided to leave, or maybe once it was out of my system. I don't think it takes that long to get out of your system, at least by what they say, but it just it definitely took a while to adjust. But it did throw me. It threw me pretty badly. I just, I don't know. When your blood thickens back up, I guess it's something. So anyway, I was making jokes about it and stuff, but it was a little scary at first, a little intense. Also, it is Veganuary again. I'm going to attempt to make several videos for Veganuary again. They're going to be a little different than last year. I just feel it's an important thing because so many people around New Year's decide to go vegan. If you are one of those people that is going vegan for January, congratulations. You are about to do the best thing for yourself that you can ever do. I am dead serious and living proof. Almost did not do this because the videos that I made last year, they were probably some of my least watched videos. And I just kind of said, well, do I really want to take the time to go out and make a video and edit for hours upon hours and just have nobody watch them? But somehow it just feels like it's an important enough thing that, you know, there should be a little more information about it. So I'm going to take a different approach this year and see where it goes. It's important. And again, you know, if one person watches the series and it does some good, it's an excellent tool. If I'm pandering to an audience of one, I'm pandering to an audience of one. I'm also debating now whether to make a new channel. I want to go into some more outreach videos, and they're going to be a little different than anything to do with veganism. So, you know, I may end up coming up with a different channel, or I don't necessarily have to, because nobody said my channel was vegan, even though most of my videos do have to do with being vegan. I didn't stay up till 12 because I had to work today, January 1st. But what I did do is I did write in my bullet journal. Yes, I have a bullet journal. It has been helpful, but I haven't been that adherent on New Year's. Instead of like going through a bunch of resolutions and everything, I do more goal setting. That just seems to be a time. I do that every 6 months. January is one, and July is the other. It works for me, so that is my goal. Also, just basically, I just want to get a hold of my diet and try to eat healthier. And my diet of late hasn't been the healthiest. We have a new vegan in the family. My husband actually has become vegan now. I guess he sees progress that is being made by myself and my daughter. That being said, we do have a lot of transitional foods in the house, and I've probably done more transitionals than I want to, and being there's a lot of processing with it, I haven't been eating as healthy as I should be. I'm gonna get back to less processed and more making foods. I don't mind the transitional foods being in the house because basically, I mean, it helps him. If you want a sausage and you just, you know, instead of eating a pork sausage, you can have a tofu sausage. I mean, that's all good and fine. It's going to be a lot healthier than eating a pork sausage. And you're saving the pigs too. He's pretty much been vegan for just about 2 months now. And there is a time I'm sure he'll get a hold of himself and go more whole foods, plant-based. A lot of it has to do with the time that it takes to make foods and prepare foods. And when you first start being vegan, and this is good for anybody that's watching because of Veganuary. It takes a lot. You just stand around like the first day. What do I do? What do I do? Chomp on a piece of celery. Or basically you take your vegetables and just pretty much put them in a pot and boil them until they're ugly. And then just eat them, because that's the way that you have treated vegetables probably all your life. You know, it's just kind of a side that goes with meat, and that's that. This whole culinary thing about being vegan, I mean, it just takes a little bit. It takes a little bit getting used to, and it takes a little bit of planning. It's not so bad, but yeah, transitionals, when you first go vegan, they can be a good thing. They can really help you over the curve. I just wanted to kind of complete the thoughts that I had in the last attempt at a video that I did from January 1st. first thing about this thought of Veganuary. Veganuary is very, very important because around January, so many people decide to become vegan. Veganuary actually is a thing that was started for people to go vegan for a month. They say about 65% of the people that go vegan for a month stay vegan toward the end of it. Because of that, yes, I am going to do different videos than I did last year. We're discussing things and less actually doing the recipes. I have a very tiny kitchen, and it's like when 2 people or 3 people are standing in it, it's not so good. So you can imagine what it's like to try to film. Anyway, yes, I do have some ideas about where I'm going to go with that, and I will post all through January just to kind of inspire and help people that actually are trying to get through Veganuary, or people that haven't even heard of Veganuary but they decided to go vegan for January. I've been vegan for a little over a year now. It's remarkable the changes in me since the beginning. With this cold snap, it's kind of throwing me a little bit, and I'm being maybe not lazier than usual, but I've got to spend so much time putting on my clothes or like preparing how to get from one place to another. It's really something. And those of you that are a little further north than me, be careful out there, because apparently you got some stuff coming up. This is what I hear. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.